Somebody asked me on TikTok, Waleed, I've built my portfolio, but I don't know how to market myself. So this video is going to take care of you entirely. Like, I answered that question on TikTok, but I'm going to elaborate on it here. I'm going to build out and tell you the how and why. And so you're going to start making a lot more money if you just pay attention. But I'm also in my hotel room in Vegas. I just checked in. So I'm going to be unpacking my stuff, talking to you, and I'm going to teach you some good stuff. So follow along. And this is for video and this is for photo. All right, so let's go. First thing is, what is a free shoot versus a test shoot? Like, that's a big thing to determine. A free shoot is what's going to damage you. A free shoot is where the idea is actually born from them. So somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we collab on something and you do the shoot? While you might think, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, for me to be able to do a test shoot with someone or to do a shoot with someone, it's not a test shoot. The thing is that the difference is there's a test shoot on one side and there's a free shoot on the other. The free shoot is what benefits them because the idea was born from them first. A test shoot benefits you because that means the idea was born from you first. So that's the first thing that you want to determine. Are you doing a test shoot or are you doing a free shoot? Because if you're doing a free shoot, you got to stop and start over. But if you're doing a test shoot, then you're doing things that's going to build your book and build your career towards the direction that you want to go. Those are the kind of clients you want to book. So now we know the difference between a test shoot and a free shoot. We want to make sure that it benefits you first, and we want to make sure that it's your idea first. So now you have a book and you have the kind of clientele that you want. But how do you get them? How do you get somebody to invest a larger amount of money into your service when you are relatively new and you might be new to a market or might be new to a style and we just don't know what to do? In this case, what I would say is you're gonna start doing something called a mini session. And the cool thing about mini session is that it is absolutely the best thing that you can do at almost every stage of your career. Because a mini session, if you think about it, is a small commitment, a small price, a small time frame, a small delivery, and it's gonna benefit you and it's gonna benefit them just as much. So a mini session is really amazing if you want to get into a market and you're like, I don't know if someone wants to pay me $1,000 for a photo shoot, but I bet you can convince them to pay you $200 for a photo shoot. And maybe they don't want to give you the full day for their photo shoot, but I bet you can get them to do 45 minutes and it's a faster, lesser commitment for them, for you, for everybody else. What are the components of a mini shoot? Well, one idea of a mini shoot is that it's a very, very small time frame. So for example, if you're going to do, let's say 45 minutes, then you have a 15-minute increment, then the next hour starts and it's another client. And then you do that again and again and again. So I just bought a whole bunch of little t-shirts, that's why you're seeing the price tags. So that's what a mini session is, where a full shoot might be like 6 hours, might be like 8 hours. A half-day shoot might be like 3 to 4 hours. Now imagine that. Imagine somebody going, I can't pay you $1,000. I cannot pay you $500 right now. And I really, really like your work. I want to try your work, but we're not there. We're in a recession. We don't want to commit to you yet. Okay. A mini session is perfect. So what if instead of charging somebody $500, you're like, okay, what I'm gonna do is give you 45 minutes, and if I'm gonna be there for 5 hours, I might as well be there for 8 hours, right? It's the same setup, same studio, same location, same boombox for the music, same strobes, same reflectors, same everything. So why not just be there for a few hours more? But instead of charging somebody $500 for like 4 or 5 hours, why not charge each of them $100 and you're there for, that's a very, very small commitment, by the way. But then what happens is that you're getting more and more people in on a particular day. You're going to get somebody that is going to sit with you for a much lesser time. But there's a whole beauty to it. Number one, you as a beginning photographer or newer to a particular style means you don't have to try to command a whole shoot for like 6 hours. That's a long time to keep somebody entertained, to keep them active, to keep them happy. If you were to do it for 45 minutes and then you repeat it again for the next client, 45 minutes, same setup, same look, same location, same lighting, same theme, repeat it again, then again, then again. each time you are inevitably going to get so much better. Each time you're going to do something different, you're going to grow. But that's not even how you're really gonna win. What's gonna happen is, instead of having one person on your client waiting for somebody to pay your $500 price, for example, you're getting a whole bunch of people to commit for just $100. 100 bucks, that's pretty much it. So you're going to get more people to commit. But this is the cool thing about it, is that you're like, okay, so it's 100 bucks. That's not a lot of money. Yeah, but if you book like 7 or 8 of them, you're making more money than you would off of, let's just say, a $500 shoot. But then on top of that, you're also going to be able to get 5, 6, 7, 8 people talking about you to their network. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible that you're now going to have 7 or 8 people building out your portfolio. That's a lot of different people in your book versus one. Then you're gonna have these 7 or 8 people posting on their social media. You're going to start seeing a lot more traffic coming your way through social media, because you're not waiting for that one person to maybe post and you might grow a little bit by their network. No, instead what's gonna happen is you're gonna get 6, 7 out of like 8 people, you might get like 6 of them to post about you on social media. So now when you have somebody saying, okay, I'm building out my book, great, how do you market it? Mini sessions. It's the fastest way to build your portfolio. It's the fastest way to build your network. It's the fastest way for you to build, as a photographer, your experience of developing and carrying a whole set. Here's the bonus of it too, is that once people get a taste of your talent and the way that you build and the way that you photograph and the way that you create work, they now understand, oh my God, if they're thinking, if that was only 45 minutes, what if we call them for like a half-day shoot next time? Maybe not a full day shoot, but a half-day shoot. And they might want to work with you for like 3 hours. And that way the family, if it's family photos, or the model, if it's modeling portfolio, can bring in more outfits and try a couple different setups in the same location. It's the fastest way to build your business. I really think this video right here is going to help you out a lot too. It's about building your portfolio and really developing your business. Now remember, if you want to learn more about photography, this is a channel you should subscribe to, and I hope that this helps you out a lot or serves you somehow.